Hi and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to learn the difference between vector and raster images. Let's start with a raster image. To understand raster image, we have to understand pixels. Pixels are the smallest unit on a digital display. Each pixel carries color information in it. When many pixels come together, it forms an image. An image that is made out of pixels are called as raster image. It can be a photo or a digital painting. It gives you a realistic output. The raster image has a specific number of pixels. When you enlarge or scale up the image will look blurry. Photoshop is a raster program. When painting an image, you can blend colors. Whereas Illustrator is a vector software. When we use Illustrator, we draw the outline of shapes. Vector graphics are not made of pixels. It's made of anchor points which are defined by mathematical calculations and formulas. These anchor points are connected with paths and it can also be curved and colored. When vector images are scaled up, it is mathematically recalculated. It can be scaled to any size without losing its quality. The vector graphics are mainly used for illustrations, a logo, or text. So this is my last chapter. I took a JPG output and I have an Illustrator file. Let me zoom in. You see the shapes that I have created is not pixelated. But when I bring in my JPG, you'll see pixelation. Okay, so basically, when you get an output in JPG, the image is raster. But when you are working in Illustrator, it's vector. It won't be pixelated. If I save it as PDF, then its quality won't be reduced. It won't be rasterized. I guess you understand the difference between vector and raster image. So next we are going to learn tools. So first one that we see here is selection tool and the second one is direct selection tool. So let's open a document and then create a shape. As the name indicates, selection tool is basically to select an object. You can just see an outline here. So if you want a different color, I'll double click on the fill swatch and then pick a color. Once I'm done, if I want to move it, I can do it with selection tool. If I want to scale it, I can do it with selection tool. If I want to rotate it, I can do it with selection tool. If I want to rotate it in a specific angle or activate snap, then you have to press shift, drag. It will snap in 45-degree angle. Getting? So this is what basically move tool does. I'll use direct selection tool. So I'll select anchor and then click and move it. One tool is used for moving object and the another one is used to change its shape. Then if you want to make some more adjustment or you want to curve this region, then I'll use some tools like this. So one is to create a sharp point and the another one is to smoothen it. So anyway, I am having a sharp edge here. I want to smooth it, so I'll click the anchor and then select smooth option. I created a smooth region and select it and then I'll click on smooth. I have smoothened these both vertices here, and if I want to change it structure to something like this, here it goes. If I want to rotate it, I'll hold shift. Yeah, Hope you understand the difference between the both. The first one is selection tool. The second one is direct selection tool. So the shortcut keys are V for selection tool, A for direct selection tool. So the next thing that I'll be doing is make and create some patterns from it. So let's explore our shape section. So the second one that I'll be using is rounded rectangle. Let's see if we could make any shape or pattern with this. So I have used direct selection tool. I have selected one anchor point and then I want to select another one. So I will be using shift and then click on the other anchor point, and then I will be moving it with the help of arrow keys. So now you see it's very slow. I'll be using shift and arrow keys to make it fast. Okay, so next thing that we are going to do is select the object and duplicate it. So I'm going to press Alt on the keyboard and drag. Okay, I'll explain it once again. I'm going to press Alt, click and drag. If you want to repeat this step, you are going to use Control D. So I'll keep it aside. I'll use some other shape, polygon tool. You can use shift to properly snap in. Okay, if I want to make some designs for pamphlets or something, this will be very easy. I'll be simply scaling it like this. If you want to change its anchor points, click on a vertex. So it's quite easy to use selection and direct selection tool. So next I'm going to explain to you how to use a star tool. So in the previous chapter, I have explained to you how to create a triangle from star. If you're new to my channel, then check out my description and you'll know how to make a triangle from star. So this is the star that is available in our shapes. Yeah, I'm going to scale it using shift so that I get proper proportion star. So next I'm going to select direct selection tool, select all the vertices and then click on smooth. Now you will see the shape has changed nicely. Now I'll be drawing another star and then I'll be smoothing the outside vertex. So there you go. I'm going to select every vertex from outside and then smoothen it. Now I want every vertex to be smooth. So let's see how that will look. For this, I have to leave behind one vertex so that I get this point. If I select everything, then I won't be getting that option there. So I'll be leaving one and select all the points and then smoothen it. I'll select the remaining one and then smoothen this too. Now you see, I have a starfish ready within no time. Now we are going to use eraser, scissor and knife tool. Let's see what happens to the star if I use the erase tool. So when I tried to erase it, simply clicked and dragged it across. You can see what just happened. I have two separate shapes here. Next, I'm going to use scissors. If you want to use scissors, you have to use vertices. So I'm going to click on this and then click on this. You will see a very faded line in between. And then I'm going to select and then try to move it apart. Now you see it has actually cut through the object. It has not created another outline here. If you check eraser, you can see everything is proper in different shapes. It has come out into different shape, but here it has actually created a slit. Okay, I'll use scissor once again. Select the object, use scissor, select the anchor point, and then click it here. I'll select this, I'll use scissor again, I'll click here. Now you see I have a different logo here. Uh, to undo this, I'm going to do Control Z. Last one, that is knife. Knife, you can use it to cut the object from any side. So you see another logo. You can select and remove any part. I'm going to create a pattern from this. So first thing that I want to do is create an arc here and create an arc here. So I'll be using direct selection tool. I'll be selecting the anchor and then click on the points to corner. I want to change this point to corner, and then I'm going to adjust this handle. I'm going to press Alt and then adjust it. Similarly, to the other side, I'm going to press Alt and then adjust it. So I have created a shape here. I'm going to scale it down. So if you don't want the stroke, you can select this swatch and select none. I want a copy. So as I have told you, I'm going to use Alt, drag. So I have made a copy. To repeat the last command, I'm going to use Control D. So now you see I have created a pattern. So I'm going to select, I'm going to press Alt, and once again I'm going to create a copy, and then I'm going to press Control D. So now you see making a pattern, making a design is very easy. You can change its color, you can change its shape. I hope you like my videos. Thank you. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel.